I used to wake up every morning feeling like I was wasting my life. From the outside, everything looked perfect. I had a good job, nice apartment, and friends, but it felt like I was a passenger in my own car, just staring out the window while someone else was driving me to a place I didn't want to go. There were 3 massive decisions I needed to make, and I ignored them for years. This is what happened when I finally stopped being a coward. The breaking point. For 2 years, my life was on complete autopilot, like a plane flying on a pre-programmed route to nowhere. Interesting. I was answering work messages while I brushed my teeth and scrolling Instagram until my eyes literally burned. Then, the breaking point. I burned a grilled cheese sandwich and started crying. I was crying over burnt cheese. That night at 3 a.m., I Googled how to stop feeling like a fraud and realized I had hit rock bottom. Hitting rock bottom wasn't a loud crash. It was a quiet thud in a dark, empty room. Something had to change. Decision number 1. Setting new boundaries. My first decision was to say, no, it's me. I made a list of things I would never do again. No work emails after 7 p.m. Sundays were for me. And night more lending money I needed for my own groceries. The first test was insane. My own mom asked me for a huge favor and my heart was beating out of my chest. I texted her, I can't this weekend. She was okay with it. The relief that washed over me was like taking off a heavy backpack I didn't even realize I'd been carrying. I cried again, but this time they were tears of relief. Within weeks, I was sleeping 7 hours a night instead of 5. People at work stopped expecting me to be available 24/7. It was incredible. Decision number 2. Embracing extreme discomfort. Decision number 2 was even crazier. I challenged myself to run 20 kilometers in 6 months. I had never run more than 2 kilometers in my life. My brain told me it was impossible, its voice like a prison guard locking the door on my own potential. I hired a coach who didn't laugh at me and started waking up at 5 a.m. to run. It was brutal. Week 3, I got so lost in the woods I thought it was over. I didn't quit. On race day, after 2.5 hours of pure pain, I crossed the finish line. I had run 22 kilometers with bloody socks and the biggest smile on my face. It was like I had bulldozed a wall inside myself. I never thought would budge. I proved I don't die when things get hard. Decision number 3. Redefining my values. The third decision was the scariest. I went to a cabin for 3 days with no Wi-Fi, no Netflix, nothing. It was just me and a notebook. On the first day, I just ate peanut butter and stared at the wall. But then I started writing, and it was like tuning an old radio. I had to turn the dial through a lot of static, my job and productivity, before I finally landed on a clear station. Creativity and curiosity. So I looked at my high-paying, soul-sucking job and realized I had to leave. With my hands shaking, I typed my resignation letter, handed it in, and became a freelance writer. So what happened after? You will not believe what happened next. 3 months after quitting, I checked my bank account. Rent was paid, I had money for tacos, and I even had savings. My sleep score is now a 90%. I say no, like it's my job. I run because it reminds me who I am, and that awful feeling I used to have vanished, like a fog burning off in the morning sun. It just left. I haven't Googled how to stop feeling like a fraud a single time since. If you feel stuck, I'm giving you a challenge. Pause this video right now. Write down one boundary you need to set or one scary thing you will do. Then drop it in the comments. I read every single one. If you want to see more insane challenges, smash that subscribe button. Your future self will thank you. I thought you needed a crazy movie moment to change your life. You don't. You don't need one giant earthquake to change your life's landscape. You just need a series of small, terrifying decisions to say yes to yourself. You already have the courage, all you have to do is use it.